Hey everybody, it's me, Briggsall. Hello. This is the weekly vlog that I do every week, and I have some news. Last evening I was called on my phone, which I didn't receive because I don't have any signal where I live, which is great. So I didn't receive the message until about 1 a.m., which I didn't recognise the number, and it was a bit of a mysterious event. So I got the message, and it turns out it's from the hospital I attend for my bariatric stuff. If you don't know anything about this bariatric stuff, then probably you need to go and revisit some of the old videos. But I kind of talk about it here and there on my vlogs. And the news is that my appointment on Thursday, this coming Thursday, has been slightly changed to a different format. And I was kind of wondering why it was changed all of a sudden at such a late time. And I inquired further, and they informed me that I have been fast-tracked. Now what this means is that I'm on a Tier 3 program, Tier 3, where I have to go through group sessions, and I was scheduled to have group sessions once a month until the end of July. And then I'd be pushed into the next tier, which is Tier 4, which is the surgical unit, where you get all the surgery information, planning, and all that sort of stuff. Now, this fast track, what it does is it allows me to get the surgery a lot sooner than normally would be available. Now, I'm unsure of why I have been fast tracked. I haven't been told why, I've just been told that it's happened. And I am happy. I am ecstatic. I may not show it, but I am. I'm very ecstatic about it, especially last night when I actually, this morning when I rang up and found out what it was all about. I was extremely pleased and very much hopeful of the future that it holds. So what this means really is that I'll have my final group session this Thursday in a couple of days, and I will then be referred to the Tier 4 surgical unit, which will assess and do all the stuff that it needs to do to get me into a position where I then have my surgery. This is brilliant news as far as I'm concerned, because I've been awaiting this sort of stuff for a long time now, and although I haven't waited the allotted 6 months, which is what you should do, by the time the surgery comes about it will be around 6 months. That's what I'm thinking. Obviously I don't know any further information than the tiny little information I got this morning, but I am very much hopeful that it will progress sooner rather than later. So what I'll do is when I find out more information, I will tell you folks, and then job's a good one and all that. So other than that, not much has really been happening. I had a couple of personal training sessions Friday and Monday last evening, all of which went through really well. I excelled in what I was doing. I feel stronger for doing them, and I feel better for doing them mentally as well as physically. Obviously I'm tired and a little bit stiff in places, but generally that is a good thing, because it means that I'm doing some work. Other than that, not much has really changed in everything else. Work-wise, I'm still struggling to find any sort of work that I am qualified to do. I am obviously working part-time at a accountancy firm to do my IT stuff there, and as things have slowed down on the work front, I've decided that I may decide to do some form of training in regards to the accountancy side of things. So I've decided to do bookkeeping, which is quite a simple accountancy tool, as it were, which then might be able to push me towards more of a full-time position where I work at the moment. Because if I can offer something to the people that I work for, then obviously they may give me more work to do, and therefore make my position more of a full-time position, or at least more part-time, because at the moment I only do 2 days a week. That would be great if I could push it up to 3 or 4 days a week, and then eventually maybe even full-time. But that is kind of a lot in the future, really, or further in the future, after I've kind of learned how to do the stuff. So that's obviously very positive. Although I would, in all honesty, I would prefer to get a proper IT position or job in a school or wherever I can. Schools seem to be the only thing that really I have my mind on at the moment in regards to not just the hours that they kind of allow you to do, which is term time based, but it offers kind of a gateway into that kind of area, which is really what I want to do, server infrastructure and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, that is it on the job front. As there's stuff coming up this week and next week, well, as you know, I've got the appointment on Thursday for the hospital, and that's really it. There's not much else on the horizon. So there's not really much else to talk about. So let's move on to games front. So anyone who's not interested in the games that I play or actual interested in that at all, then now is the time to turn off. For all those who are interested in the games that I'm playing at the moment, then I will elaborate. So I've stopped playing Diablo 3. Diablo 3 I've lost all interest in Diablo 3, which is a shame really, because I was enjoying it to a certain extent, but it kind of just petered out. It was one of those things that just kind of went, come here. I booted up Counter-Strike Global Offensive for a little bit. Not too interested in that. I'll play it when I've got really nothing better to do. A little bit of Age of Wonders 3. The new Faster Than Light Advanced Edition has come out, so that's obviously back onto the machine. It wasn't gone, it's just been updated. World of Tanks is back for me. I'm not hitting it as much as I used to, but I'm enjoying the occasional tank battle. I'm kind of a little bit disillusioned with it, within regards to the kind of pay-to-win atmosphere that it creates, and it's not something that I enjoy too much, but I still play it the lower tiers, because the lower tiers are generally more fun as far as I'm concerned. And I've been playing Bridge Project, which is an oldish game that came out on Steam a few years ago, which is basically about building bridges. It's that simple. It's not exactly entertaining and interesting, but I'm getting through it and I'm enjoying it to a certain extent, and that is something that I'm doing. Other than that, there's not much else on the game front that I'm doing. Obviously, I'm always finding other games to play, and eventually I'll move on to other things, and I'll inform you when I do. I will probably be doing some form of Faster Than Light video just to explain what's new in the Advanced Edition. But most of you who have actually played the game will be getting the Advanced Edition anyway for free, because that's what it works. Otherwise, that is it really. The final thing is that I've been thinking about doing either a video or at least a audio video type thing about the depression that I suffer from, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it or not yet. So if you are interested in listening to me blabber on about the depression that I suffer from, and maybe you suffer from a depression as well, and you want kind of my thoughts on how I'm adapting my life to kind of figure it out and to help myself, then let me know in the comments below, because it's obviously important that if you have any issues, then maybe I can help with it, maybe I'm not. Maybe it's just one of those things where listening to me talk about it may realise that you suffer from it too, or whatever, you understand what I'm talking about. So that's in the pipeline, hopefully. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to actually do it yet. If you want me to do it, then let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other questions regarding what I've been doing, what's happening, then let me know in the comments below as well. And that's it. Thank you very much. See you next week.